The galaxy's most overpowered and stupidly named citizen is back. This time, Starkiller is slicing, tricking, and throwing thousands of stormtroopers to their deaths on a quest to save his girlfriend and find out more about himself. Yes, that is what the story has descended to. Now those who played the first game might question how this is happening, because the first game had two different endings. Well, the sequel assumes you were the good guy as you were supposed to be. It also assumes you maxed out all your stats because you are now massively overpowered. There is no semblance of a difficulty curve. You start out as strong as you ended the last game, and any upgrade you decide to do later adds next to nothing. Now forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't it said in the original trilogy that Luke Skywalker is supposedly the most powerful Jedi of all time? The Force Unleashed 2 is set before the original trilogy, so either that was a lie, or Skywalker did some pretty mad things off screen. For an avid Star Wars fan, this is a dream come true, walking through the galaxy doing whatever you want. As a game though, it isn't as much fun as you'd think. The combat system merges lightsaber strikes and force powers well, but it lacks depth, and since you can just pick up and throw anyone about anywhere, there is no reason to attempt it. The shallow combat and overpowered nature of Starkiller makes the game become repetitive quickly. You can only walk through so many halls throwing enemies at walls and having fun. Usually in a game there would be big boss battles to break up the tedium, but in The Force Unleashed 2, they are weirdly missing. There are a couple towards the end of the game, but not as many as you'd expect. It seems they have been replaced by the newest addition to the game, the falling sections. In these sections you have to dodge rocks while falling. They may seem surprisingly familiar if you play a few games, or God of War 3 to be precise. The falling sections are blatant rip-offs of the Icarus Wings sections, with the wings being replaced by gravity and the force. These sections are so mundane and short that they add little to the game anyway, and since the story is so tepid as well, there is no driving reason to play the game. Fortunately, LucasArts must have realised this, because the game is only 5 hours long. There are a few challenges aside from the main game mode, and there are collectibles scattered throughout the campaign, but neither of these will keep you playing for much longer. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 should not exist. There was no need for it. The first game ended conclusively. Yes, there were a lot of problems with it. If they had found a good reason to have a sequel, they could have built on the original with confidence and created a good game. What have they done though? All the issues remain intact and they have added nothing new. The first game was the first thing for years with the Star Wars name that had been handled with any dignity. It may have had troubles, but it was clear to see that it was made with the right intentions. The Force Unleashed 2, on the other hand, reverts to what you'd expect from anything with the Star Wars name, and is a cheap cash-in. For all you trophy hunters, the words cheap cash-in usually means easy trophies. The Force Unleashed 2 isn't much of an exception, and has a decent mix of trophies. There are a few that may cause you problems, completing the game on Unleashed difficulty and getting all gold in the challenge rooms. The most irritating one though will be getting all the holocrons. Get yourself a good guide though and grit your teeth. Thanks for watching. Check out the full written review at www.jordez.co.uk.